Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I've pretty much just got sort of an update video for you guys. I'm going to try to do this all in one take because there's not a whole lot that I have to talk about, but I just want to try and do that so I don't have to bother with editing this thing. But first of all, I'm sorry I haven't really been uploading that much recently. It's been, I think, like 3 or 4 weeks at least since I uploaded my last video. I can't remember what that was, but since I did that, it's been quite a while. I'm sorry about that. This semester at school, especially considering, you know, the last few weeks have been like midterms and the aftermath of midterms has been a little bit crazy. I've been a little busy with doing all these different things that have to do with school and all that. So that's pretty much why I haven't been doing any videos recently, plus I don't really have a ton of opportunities to actually record them, and the times that I have had the opportunities, I've been working on some other stuff. So I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. Unfortunately, for the rest of the semester being, you know, basically until the end of the year, I'm not 100% sure if I'll be uploading more regularly or not. I would like to think that I'll be able to, but I can't make any promises on that. So I'm sorry if that ends up being the case. But that actually does tie into some other stuff I'm going to talk about later, but that's going to be coming later. So one video that I have been wanting to do for a little while now, for a couple weeks, and I did record it one time, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I'm deciding I'm going to re-record that sometime, is a ranking for all of Iron Maiden's albums. So, a couple weeks ago I listened to Book of Souls, which is Iron Maiden's last album, at least at this point, and so I ranked all of their albums, and I did the whole list and everything like that. But my opinions have changed a little bit, very slightly, like moving things around just a little bit. Plus I wasn't 100% happy with the video, so I'm going to be re-recording that at some point. I'm not sure when exactly. That may not come out until sometime next week, if I'm able to get that done. Or if things are still just super busy like they have been, which I'm hoping they won't be, but you never know. That may not happen for a while. Unfortunately, but I will do my best to get that out at some point in the near future, hopefully. So that's that, and then another thing that I wanted to talk about is my top albums of the year list. Now, a couple people that I've seen have already done theirs, since there's not much coming out for the rest of the year they're interested in. Other people, I'm sure, are going to be doing it once we get closer to the end of the year. And I just wanted to say that there is actually a possibility that mine may come later. I do intend to do something for 2019 as far as like the albums that I listen to and all that kind of thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a top albums of the year, because at this point I have heard over 60 albums, and as you can imagine, it's very difficult to rank all of those. I do have a ranking that I have on my Rate Your Music account, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with that just because it's so difficult to rank that many albums and say for sure like one is better than another or something like that, since there's so many. So I might do something different for that. I might just go through the whole list of all the albums I listen to and give you just like a brief opinion on them or something like that, and just say, you know, these ones are probably my favorites that came out this year. And just not rank any of the other ones. I'm really not sure how I'm going to go about doing that, but that may actually come later. It might come early next year, mostly, well, partially because I'm not sure if I'll be able to record it before the end of the year, because I'm sure there will be some stuff coming out at the very end of the year. I already know that there is one album that I'm looking forward to that's coming out like at the very end of December, so that might be one reason for it. Plus, there's still a lot of albums that I have yet to listen to, that I would like to listen to. You know, there's, like I said, around 60-65 albums that I have heard at this point, whereas all of the albums that I am interested in checking out, even slightly, that have come out this year, there's well over like 130 to 150 albums. I know I'm not going to get through all of those, but I will want to listen to at least some of them before I actually do any sort of list or anything like that. So that may be put off a little bit into the future, unfortunately, so I'm sorry about that. But then another thing that I kind of came up with for an idea is doing a best and worst albums of the entire decade, since, you know, 2019 is the last year of the 2010s decade. I thought, why not do a top albums of the entire decade, both best and worst. I do have a best list currently made. Funny enough, that was actually much easier to put together than my 2019 list. It's 30 albums. I did like a top 30, plus some honorable mentions and things like that. I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing that. I might do it before my 2019 video, just because I already know how that's going to go, but I'm not sure. As far as worst albums, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing that. That was just kind of an idea that I had that I might be interested in, so if you guys are interested in seeing me do that, I might try it out. It would be a little bit more difficult to do than the best albums, I think, since usually if there's an album that I listen to that I don't like, I usually don't listen to the whole thing. I just listen, I check it out, and I'm like, this isn't really worth my time. But there are some albums that I've heard this year that I didn't, or this decade rather, that I didn't really like that much, that I don't think are very good. So I might do something like that, but that is pretty much it that I had to tell you guys in this update. It's not gonna, sorry there hasn't been anything for a while. There's possibly not gonna be anything for the rest of the year, at least very much. There might be like a couple videos, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Hopefully I'll get that Iron Maiden ranking out soonish. If not, it might be put off to next year as well. I really have no idea. This semester has probably been the most busy one as far as homework, at least in the second half. The first half wasn't so bad. The second half has been a bit busier, and I still have a lot more stuff I need to do. And then, you know, the other stuff that's been postponed and the ideas for the best and worst albums of the decade. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, I think. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. But let me know what you guys think of the worst albums of the decade idea. And if for some reason you have more albums that have come out this year that you would like to recommend for me to check out, feel free to leave those in the comments, and I will consider looking into them, because even though there's a whole lot that I have at least slightly checked out or been interested in this year, there's still way more out there that I probably have not heard of. So if you have anything that you think I might enjoy, or you would like to have me check out and give my opinion on in whatever I do for my albums of 2019 video, then feel free to leave those in the comments, and all of that stuff. And that's pretty much it for this video, so I guess I will see you guys next time.